A New York automaker unveils a no-frills stripped-down electric truck with an eye-catching price. Not maybe as you think. Take a look at the Slate truck, priced around $20,000 after tax credits. According to Cox Automotive, the average price of a new electric vehicle last month was more than $59,000. Slate Auto, backed by billionaire Jeff Bezos and two other investors, says its goal is to build cars for working-class Americans, and the company is taking reservations now for the new truck, $50. We'll get you a reservation. For more on this, Yahoo Finance senior autos writer Pras Subramanian joins me now. Pras, good to see you. Thanks for taking the time. Slate CEO recently said the definition of what's affordable is broken. I think many people would agree with that. How do you think the company was able to make an electric truck for such a low price?
They really stripped it down, Phil. They really took it down to its basics. It's essentially a pickup two-seater, no frills, no options from the factory, only two battery sizes. All the exterior components are actually composite materials that they actually print somewhere else or produce somewhere else. They bring it to the factory and just sort of screw them on. In fact, that's the whole point of the ethos of the truck is you can actually do a lot of DIY type things. They say, we built it, you make it. So all the options are things you buy secondhand. So you buy the car cheaply, with the tax rate, it could be below 20 grand, right? Based on the starting price of the car. So yeah, it's no frills. It's all about catering to the masses. And there you see it right there.
Yeah, it's a pretty good looking truck. It reminds me sort of my S10 Blazer I had back in the day. We've been talking a lot about auto tariffs driving up the cost of a new car. How was it able that Slate was able to bring prices so low? I mean, is it all made here? Are they not worried about tariffs in the trade war?
I asked their chief commercial officer about that, and they're making everything in America. They haven't disclosed yet where their factory will be, but it'll probably be in the Midwest somewhere. It's a Detroit-based company, right? So the issue for them is they're going to make everything here, all the components, everything made in the U.S. Now, things like tires, rubber from Singapore, Malaysia, that they can't get around that, but they are promising that tariffs will not affect them and will not hurt their price as of right now.
Pras, how far out are we? I know they're going to be taking reservations, $50, which is kind of cool, not like some other cars. But how far out are we? Do we know how safe this car is? Things of that nature that people are going to be asking.
Slate's an interesting story, right? It was kind of a stealth starter for a couple of years, backed by, you mentioned, Jeff Bezos, his family office. They're flying under the radar, just sort of hiring a few hundred engineers, workers here. They're not really talking about it. And basically, they're promising that because of that work they've done, this vehicle will be on the roads in late 2026. You put that deposit down now. They say that you will have your car potentially at the end of next year. Now, as to its safety and things like that, they've hired a lot of veterans in the industry to make this vehicle. We haven't seen anything about crash tests and its types of testing, but I assume that it'll be okay. It does have that innovative composite body panel. So that should be intriguing as to what happens from a crash point of view, but it should be okay. And I think you'll probably see them on the streets late next year.
Yeah, the whole thing's intriguing. And tell me the front end of it doesn't look like the old Bronco. It does, right?
Oh, yeah.
It looks like
even like a Nissan hardbody back in the old days, right? That nice square.
Yes, and
I love it.
I think that may be the coolest thing about this truck. All right, Pras, thanks for taking the time. I really do appreciate it. It's going to be neat to see these on the road and if they change the industry.
Thank you.